Bill Gates made sure that that's his public profile, that's his Facebook profile. I just realized that I was going to copy and paste him this article here under his Facebook account, but he made sure that there will be no way, absolutely no way anymore. Yeah, it used to be the way that you could comment, just like the way you see. There's like 443 comments. He made absolutely sure that nobody could post him a comment, which I think personally rather makes him pathetic. That's his profile picture. And you can see he totally restricted as far as the comments. Nobody can comment. This nurse, he compared her to my mother, climbing the stairs. You can see that Bill Gates totally limited the audience ability to comment on his posts. Yeah, this was involved in MKUltra, yes, and many other issues posted under his profile. Basically what these people do is, look at that, that's let's see this one here. So
my dad and I started talking about the tragedy of
that
children
was
dying
involved
from
in it, yeah. Totally limited who can comment, whatever. Maybe his friends can comment, whatever. But I don't know, he might have limited this for everybody. So I guess I'm not going to have the opportunity to leave Bill Gates a comment. He seems like he did disable it for everybody commenting option on his Facebook profile, for which he so much incited me to comment on. And I did left him few comments I'm rather ashamed of. I realize that commenting on a people's profiles that were involved in it, the people were also involved. I say also involved in a criminal stuff. You just shouldn't. As an MKUltra victim, you should absolutely abstain yourself from having anything to do with potentially bad people. You should just stay the fuck away. And you see who are good people and who are bad people. You can see clearly about who, who is looking for a bad comments because they brainwash with their Facebook profiles. They would give you a picture, and then what they would do is they would relate to certain issues they use during MKUltra, which they would rather give you. You can see the comments, but you're not allowed to comment. I get it. Or maybe he restricted my Facebook profile. I don't even know. I see that you can see the comments here, but there's no way you can comment. Whoever did this stuff, he definitely knew how to play with the Facebook, and had time also to play with the Facebook. Yeah, I think it was Bill Gates actually. So, until the further notice, you guys will not be capable, I guess, with me included, to post on a wall of Bill Gates Nah, my comments that I posted were just like, in a sense, hello, how are you? That's all there is to it. Because I didn't know what to do with this stuff. I didn't know how to see this thing is. Then I started to think about further what this is, how it goes, what kind of impact, how these people present themselves in the public, what's their public conduct is, what that looks like, what kind of impact this have on my case, and my case overall, how is ranging within a circle of these people. And I can say only one thing: I do not exist. So yeah, this was the proper way to respond to Bill Gates. For the chair, jump in the chair issue, Bill Gates, jump in your chair. Bill Gates jumping chair. This is what he brainwashed me with. That
is it true that you can
he was talented. First it was
leap over a chair from a standing position?
It depends on the size of the chair.
He did have me present.
I'll cheat a little bit.
He did have me present when he did that.
Yeah.
Then there was nothing that went on. And then later, maybe about 10 years ago, beginning, he suggested me that he leaped the chair because he did this to, like, it was like in 2015, I think. He suggested me that he would do this because he's more than willing to screw the governments. In 2013, in 2012, I was thrown into the psychiatric hospital after 38 years of torture. So he suggested me to gain my sympathy. Next to abuse, he also was involved in a lot of torture. That he did this to remind me that he's on my side and that at one point in time he's gonna fuck the chair. And the chair, basically, that's referred to the parliament, to the to the government, basically. So yeah, this is shitty. The way I feel about this stuff is I did it on the right time. I did it at the right time. Like the French would say, no passera. You did not make it through. You did a lot of evil, you did a lot of bad stuff, but still, I made sure that the word, my word about you would still get out. So that I warn about who you are, what exactly you are in respect to my case. Very, very important to me. So, yep, I guess ain't gonna be no comments for some time. And this issue also was involved in MKUltra. This also was the issue that he threatened, stated to me that, I don't know, if I would, whatever, that he would even disable the commenting and stuff like that. So, alright, we're gonna do that. Here's date and time. Here refer to this, a picture here that you see is crime scene. He did have this picture ready during MKUltra already, sometimes in 2010. And he launched one on June 3rd, 2025. It was just in 2025 that I slowly started to get enough of Bill Gates, because I slowly started to realize that, I would just say one of the most rotten people involved in this case was Bill Gates. So that was to remind me also of his innocence. He blew on my soul that he's innocent, and this is what the crime scene is going to be, etc., etc. brainwashed with this issue during MK Ultra, video recording himself next to me so that he would have whatever kind of proof you want to call this. Pooey. Makes me sick to see this creature. Because of this issue, and I want to make sure about it, these are the only comments I ever posted to the Bill Gates wall, and that was on April 5th, 2025. There you go. I can let me see if it's gonna, yeah, it screwed me up, right? I don't know. Oh yeah, okay, it's all right here. All right, there's 4 comments here. Let me see that. Yeah, it's right here. All 3 comments are right here. This was posted on the March 6, 2025. And what was it? It's very often, but not solely, was Washington Post that accompanied me at the Nixon stay at the White House. That's true. And it's also true that I relentlessly continue to believe in the White House regardless of its dwellers' opinions about one in front of journalists. That's a fact. Bill keeps trying, so what's good new up there in Washington? I really wanted to be very nice to him. I just wanted to say hi. And it's also true that you, Bill, compared my age with age of Microsoft all the time. It's like this. It's very, very important to note that I was nice all the way. When you have people like this involved in it that do not even respond, you should have exactly the type of response I have, because this is not a way to communicate with anybody. You have to have some self-respect and value people for what they are. If you don't even deserve the response from somebody who was involved in it a lot, even more so when it comes to torture, and you're trying to be nice, then, you know, despite everything, be nice, and he even tries to run you over like this with the psychiatry, then the only thing you do is basically the stuff I demonstrated in this video. Exemplary. Oh shit, and by the way, he did not dismantle everything. Isn't that interesting? This post here that you see, you can still comment on one. Do you see this here, folks? So it will be really interesting to know exactly how far down the line he went on to disable the comments. Older posts like this, as you see, is still open for commenting. That's interesting. Well, back then, all of them were open for commenting. So, what can I say?